per game. He's 40 or 46% from the field, and he's 39% from three. Jason Tatum, Grant. Jason Tatum is going to be in the conversation for, like, he's going to be one of, like, the 5 players in the conversation for best player in the league in, like, 10 years. Like, Jason Tatum is going to lead the Celtics to rings, and
sure?
I'm 100% positive.
Okay,
Yes. Okay. Jason Tatum is going to be dominating the league on a level that...
If he keeps on improving and building himself,
I don't know if I agree with that, just because he could be doing much more now. Like, I know Stephen Curry is a god, but Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and the Celtics should have stomped on the Warriors, and they did. They straight up did. They just did.
The Celtics don't have size, dude. Like, that's their one weakness. They don't have like a real center. They haven't had a real big man since Kevin Garnett. You know? Like, they have Tristan Thompson, who's, like, good. The Celtics need to trade for a guy like Jared Allen or, like, Jeff Green, you know?
Yeah.
If they got one of those, because they don't need anybody, like, big, like, they don't need, like, a Jokic or an Embiid, because they already have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but, like,
right.
getting a lower budget center like Jared Allen or Jeff Green, like, that puts the Celtics in, like, title contention, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're too small. They're too small to play against teams like either they're too small to play against teams even like the Knicks or like the Nets or the Lakers or the Nuggets or the Heat. They don't have anybody who can lock up Bam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In the last 9 games, the Celtics are 8-1. He's had in those last 9 games 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of those last 9 games he scored over 20. He scored 25 or more points. 3 of which he scored 30 plus. Like, Jason Tatum is going to dominate the league.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with the fact that he's going to develop, because Jason Tatum now is already a scary player. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just straight up. Like, that's just a fact. Like, Jason Tatum right now looks unguardable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just kind of... He had 44 against Golden State last night. You know? Like, he's gonna start winning like MVPs and shit.
Oh yeah, no question. I just think that if he's not gonna have much success on the Celtics if they can't fix their problems they have right now.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have much success with them, and he's probably not gonna finish his career in Boston if they don't fix their problems, because he's gonna end up leaving.
No, but that's what I'm saying, dude. All the Celtics need is a center. All the Celtics need is a center, and they're gonna be fine. That is all that it is gonna take for them. Once they get a center, the Celtics are gonna put the Eastern Conference on notice. That's what they're gonna do in free agency, dude. They're gonna get themselves a guy like Jared Allen or Jeff. They might not be able to get Jared Allen, because I think the Cavs are low-key starting to build something with him and Colin Sexton, but they could get Jeff Green. I think they could get Jeff Green. That would be awesome. I'd like to see that. Okay, honorable mention number 3, Zion. His last 10 games, 28.7 points per game, 4.4 assists per game, 7.6 rebounds per game, and 2 blocks and a steal. 57 from the field, 64 from the line. And now, dude, he's starting to play like part-time point guard for the Pelicans. Like, he's just basically becoming Charles Barkley 2.0.
I feel like when he's done, he's going to be better than Charles Barkley, but
I think he's going to end up being better than Barkley also. But that's like the most comparable player all time that you compare Zion to, you know?
Yeah.
Like you put him him and Charles Barkley play pretty much exactly the same in terms of just like downhill sheer force and practically scoring at will, you know, and fouling out. And dude, honestly, like if you told me last year that I'd have like Zion in a honorable mention for my top 10, like I think that'd be crazy because I feel like there are so many better players in the league than him. But like the way he's playing this season, dude, and I don't think that these numbers are gonna really like decrease at any point in time. So like if nothing's gonna change, he's gonna end up being top 5 in this league, like effortlessly, you know?
Yeah.
Really soon. Honorable mention number 4, Anthony Davis. Even though he hasn't pretty much played like for over half the season, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Davis. Like all right. 22 points, 8 boards, 2 blocks, and he's like 72% from the line. When AD comes back, the Lakers are going to start to put the Western Conference on notice. And then when LeBron comes back, the Lakers are going to put the league on notice, you know?
Right.
Like there aren't many teams in the West that have the defensive capability to guard Anthony Davis, let alone Davis and Drummond and Schroeder the way that Schroeder's playing. Because I think Schroeder has started to like build like some level of like low key point guard to center chemistry with Drummond, which I think is great. And if like LeBron and AD could do their thing, and then if LeBron goes off the bench, and if you can take LeBron and AD off the bench at the same time, and then like you can score like 10, 15 points between Schroeder, Kuzma, and Drummond, like that's lethal.
I told you, dude. I told you. Like the Lakers, I don't know, man. Like I don't want to say the Lakers are going to win just yet. But the thing is, like if you think about it, no one other than the Nets, really, who is posing a threat to the Lakers?
The Sixers.
How?
Because they don't have anybody who can guard Joel Embiid. That's how. That's just it.
You don't think AD can guard?
Oh, I thought you meant the Nets.
No, I'm talking about the Lakers.
I think they can lose to the Suns because I think their guard play can get outplayed pretty effortlessly by the Suns. But other than that, but I don't think that the Suns have the defensive capability to stop LeBron and Anthony Davis. So no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that game, that if it's Suns Lakers, that will get. Oh, and dude, the Clippers are on the Clippers since getting Rondo, they're like 6-1 since getting Rondo. Like Rondo, the Clippers were short of a point guard with the ability to run their offense, and now they've got it, and now the Clippers are on like a roll, dude. Like the Clippers have the ability to probably like finish as like the 2 seed in the West. You know?
You think the Clippers finish 2 seed?
Well, Donovan Mitchell's injured for a brief period of time, so I think that they'll slip. And I think with the amount of games left in the season, the Clippers will just end up being the 2 seed, you know?
Okay.
Right? I feel like that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then honorable mention number 5. Honorable mention number 5, I'm putting Giannis. 28 points a game, 11 boards, like a block and a half, 6 assists, 56 from the field. Giannis, I would be very much willing to category Giannis as like a top 5 player in the league. Right? He has like the potential to be a top 5 player in the league. But if he was what like the media around the league and his like back-to-back MVP advertised, right? If he was what all those things advertised him to be, the Bucks would have at least made the Eastern Conference Finals over the last 3 years.
Giannis is overrated. I'll tell you that right now.
Giannis is arguably one of the most overrated players in the league.
Oh yeah.
And not because
the thing is, I used to be a huge Giannis fan. You know that.
You were, and I told you he was overrated, and you didn't believe me.
That's what I'm saying, so that you know if I'm saying it, you know it's true. Giannis is overrated.
And I hate to say that because he's the back-to-back MVP and he's one Defensive Player of the Year.
I don't feel bad saying that because I think he didn't deserve MVP either year.
No, I think James Harden should have gone back-to-back, and then and LeBron should have won it last year.
No question.
And they got robbed both times. Whatever. Now it can actually go into my top 10, which is what I want to do. You ready for this? Do you want me to just give you my 10, or do you still want me to go one by one?
Just give me your 10, and then we'll break it down.
Okay. At 10 I got Luka.
Okay.
At 9 I got Kawhi. 8 I have Chris Paul.
Okay. No, but continue.
Okay. 7 I have Jokic. 6 I have Dame. 5 I have Harden. 4 Embiid. 3 Steph. 2 KD. And then 1 LeBron.
You have LeBron at number 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's the... All right.
No.
Can we start... Can we get to that? We'll get to that at the end.
I'm going to start with my first problem with that.
Wait, can we... Do you want to... How do you want to do this? Are you just going to critique my list?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to bring up your first issue.
Fine.
This is your first problem.
Fine.
Is putting Chris Paul above Luka. First of all, that's hilarious to me because what? No, stop. Okay? I don't even know how to respond to that. Chris Paul is not better than Luka. He's not.
I don't think that he's I don't think he's better than Luka, but I think that Chris Paul being the ultimate
Chris Paul at number 8.
Chris Paul being the ultimate culture change player of all time has, with Devin Booker, allowed this Phoenix Suns team to be the threat, the like one of the dark horse title picks this year. Like this, if not for Chris Paul, the Suns would be 500. That's a fact. He's averaging almost 9 assists per game, almost 15.6 points,
Okay.
a steal and a half. He's 93 from the line. He's 48% from the field.
You're arguing impact. That's not what I'm talking about. If you're going to make a top 10 list or a top 15 list, I go by skill. I go by the player.
Yeah, it's by skill. Yeah, it's by skill and it's by impact. Like you can't not do both.
So basically, what you're telling me is you're taking Chris Paul over Luka. That's what you're telling me about this list.
For one season or like for the next 5 years? I'm saying you take what they are right now. You're taking Chris Paul over Luka. Yeah, because you know what? Chris Paul has the ability to make my team drastically better, and the Mavericks are the 7th and the Mavericks are like the 6th or 7th seed in the West right now. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
I respect it. You're at least backing it up with some sort of argument.
Like Luka, not that Luka won't be able to bring the Mavericks to like around the 1 seed in the West, but Chris Paul is doing that right now. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, does that make? I feel like that makes perfect sense.